Hi everyone, McBeard here, back with another deck guide for you. It's a work in progress, but I want you to listen here and listen well, because the Haymae Skald is back and amazing. Draw a card, then discard a card. His order was reversed, making him pretty damn good. So because discard is more likely to be a tool for Skellige to use rather than a full archetype, I figured I would re-explore my Control Croc, one of the deck guides that you have most recently seen on the channel, but this time including a discard package and maybe not going along with the Corsairs and trying out the new Ancrate Warcriers and of course the new Birna and Morkvarg. The Skirmishers are back. I had a lot of fun with these games. These were the first games we played. We didn't just review the cards, we also played a bunch of games with Skellige, and I think I really like this deck. I think this deck might quickly become one of my favorite decks because of how old school it feels. Let's check this one out. Also, shoutouts to CD Projekt Red for making the premium version of Tactical Advantage and giving it to everybody. It's beautiful. Look at her. Now, this is the Season of Love. So, unlike the Season of the Wolf, we have a largely different roster of cards, as we had over 100 changes for patch 5.1. So there is really a lot to talk about. So I'll try to keep it fairly together, because longtime Gwent players will recognize this gameplay a lot as we talk about Haymae Skalds and Skirmishers. But I do want to keep this fairly high level, as I am still working on this. I'm still working on this list. So this list, as it appears right now, is the same way the list appears in the deck builder below, but I still think that we can make a spot for Wild Boar in this list. And that's because I really think that it's quite easy to get a full board of damaged units. Wild Boar of the Sea is really strong right now, and I think this card might even get more value than Madman Lugos, who is not even in the gameplay. But I was trying a lot of different stuff. I think at one point I had Darren in the deck, but then when I added Birna and the discard package with the Haymae Skalds and the Twirsark Skirmishers, who work as you may remember them to work, with the, of course, notable exception of the drawing first and then discarding, making the Skald just as good as Birna was. So there are a couple of other options you can put in at this place. I had Terror of the Seas in a more pirate-focused version at one point. And of course, you could put in Surrender or Lacerate if you want to make sure you have a whole row of damaged units. But I don't necessarily I think between Madman Lugos or Wild Boar, you should have some support for a board full of damaged units, because trust me, you're going to get them. But outside of that, I am testing on Madman Lugos right now. Outside of that, the truth is you have a little space in this deck. You'll see in the gameplay that I'm running Triss Telekinesis, because I really like how she can grab Gutting Slash if I need it, and of course a Freya's Blessing if I'd rather just use that. But usually Ermion is good enough to tutor the Resurrection, and that's usually what I'm looking for later on. So I cut Triss out of this list, and there's a lot more flexibility with this list. So I actually think that the list is better with Ermion in and Triss out. Your mileage may vary, but I would like to say that just in the early stages of this, this video is really focusing on the discard package and Skellige. We already talked about the Haymae Skald. The Twirsark Skirmisher is the same, but it's difficult because Mata Huri is in the meta, so sometimes it can be drawn from Mata and you may not have a Skald to play it, but I haven't really had that problem with that. Usually I want to draw the Skirmisher because I'll hold on to a Skald, or I can res a Skald with Freya. It's really easy to get rid of a card even if you only have access to one Skald. And then you have Birna and Morkvarg. Both of these cards buffed. Birna went from 10 provisions to 8, and Morkvarg went from 9 provisions to 8. So this makes these cards great. Birna shares the same slot as Ermion. They both thin the deck, and they're both amazing cards. Plus Birna is playing for 5. On top of that, we have the Kill Crack cards. We're running Hjalmar and Crate with his new best friend Skald, who is a 10 strength unit at the 7 slot. Sure, he might die early, but that's fine. Or you can save him until later on and just drop him for 10 when your opponent can't really interact with him. Hjalmar will at least always have Mata or Birna to throw from the graveyard as well. And sometimes 5 is good enough, but 10 is definitely great. Donar got buffed as well, a little bit cheaper to include in the deck. Avalok got nerfed, but you still keep him because of how many damaged units you can get with Fog and Rain specifically. And then Wild Boar of the Sea. Oh man, this buff. This card does so much damage and is so good in a long round for Croc on Crate. I'm starting to think that just taking the long round is the answer. I loved getting the footage for this video. This discard package for Croc on Crate is great, and I'm pretty sure there's a sacrificial Vanguard list that also does great things because you have a lot of easy ways to get Bloodthirst as you're pinging with every discard. And, you know, you'd run different stuff, maybe some special cards, Coral perhaps, but I think that this package really, really works out. You can try it with Madman Lugos, you can try it with Triss Telekinesis, but definitely this is the core I think you'd want to start with. Make sure you get those ships out, try to balance around raiding fleet. If you really want, add another ship. Oh, and the On-Crate Warcrier, well, this guy is fantastic. I think this guy replaces Corsair as my new favorite 5-drop. Check it out. You'll see lots of different variations in the gameplay, but just watch the discards and enjoy the games, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everybody. All right, this could be...
For Skellige's glory!
Oh, man. All right. Well, look at this. Well, we want our good cards later, and we actually have more consistency to find those cards, so that means Hjalmar can go... Oh, baby. Wow, 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 this start. This start. Go Vabjorn later for Arnyal. Holy shit. This is a great hand. Whoa. Devil's Mouth. We got a huge patch today in Gwent 5.1, so I'm just playing. I'm probably going to play for like another hour or just another little bit because we're playing some Skellige here, and then I'm going to go and open my vault. So it won't be long. I'll be jumping into my vault probably just in a bit, but I'm going to be playing a little Gwent for the next couple of days. I think there's some really cool decks to check out. So we'll go, I think we go ship, Skald. But also, well, we go ship Warcrier, Skald. Actually, that seems like that's fine for red coin. What's up, Persian baby boy? Regis? I don't know, I think we beat Regis. Ooh, Crow Mother, okay. He doesn't want to give me Bloodthirst.
To war!
To war! I'm going to war. Sounds like he has like a singer's voice. He's like, I don't want to be in the army. Every game someone's saying, wonder if it's a Regis deck? Well, because we always wonder. Also, Ethna plays Regis. These are the two decks that play Regis the most. Ethna and, sorry, not Ethna. Precision Strike and Dad Killer. Patricidal Fury.
Don't you pester me.
We have Birna as well.
Like some overseas plundering.
Overseas plundering at springtime. Oh, the voice lines. Oh, the nostalgia. Get out of here. Nope. That's not going to be enough. So I guess we play Triss here. Bam. Madman Lugos is also a very realistic inclusion. It's just not that hard to trigger these Bloodthirsts. Longship deals a max of 10 damage if ignored. I know, it's so strong. They change the Skalds when they drop. I mean, this is it's really It can't be understated how good that is, right? Drawing first. We might get the old Skellige complaints back, like, oh, they can thin their deck and they can put somebody points out. It's not fair.
I hate portals.
He's playing Wild Boar of the Sea as well. I can safely make that assumption. But I'd rather see that in the... Well, I mean, as long as I'm drawing into Vabjorn, I think I'm going to be okay.
Yep.
So I actually want to play Birna here because that allows me to stay ahead. This only gets me to 7. Or I could play Mata. So be it. I was hoping I would draw Morkvarg. Oh, baby. 13-pointer on the 4 card. Damn, you guys remember how good Birna used to be? Guess what? She's fucking worth it now. Exactly. She's super worth it now. So fluffy. So fluffy. Yo, I'm having a great time playing Gwent today right now, guys, just so you guys know. I'm not bored of this game. I really am just having fun playing Legends in Runeterra, but I love this game a lot, and this deck is dope. This deck is dope. Fluffy like a pogo. Ooh, that battered. Mar, what's up? Mar. It is a Regis deck. You called it, dudes.
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
The desperation sounds like I think he's in trouble. Can I help? I know you're in trouble. All right, so now this looks good. So we could play, I think we might just want to play Mata here. Because that was a desperate play, and I don't think giving him a 4-point card is going to make him all that happy. So we end up positive 3 points. It actually would be enough to help him. It may be better for us to just play Avalok here.
It's time.
I don't necessarily want to kill Crow Mother. I don't want to have any bricked ticks, you could say. And I'll just do this. Splish Splash. He's thrown away his win con. I mean, he has Wild Boar probably. Wild Boar and Regis are both power cards here. Just a long ship, huh? Just a little baby long ship. He's holding on to hope here.
With me, you'll forget your sorrows.
Well, I do have some brick ticks, don't I? It's still it's a tie now, right? So 2 things get damaged. So both of these get damaged. And then 1 point comes back up. But just 1 point comes back up. So it still does 1 point of damage, right? Yeah. Well, we got him, I think, guys. I think we got him. As long as we draw Vabjorn, I don't think there's any possible way we could lose this game. So Mata's probably just going to be Hjalmar's bullet, and that's usually good enough. We don't need to thin anymore, so let's just check the deck. So we can just safely put the Skald away. So thanks, you served me very well. And we can put this away too. So we don't get Vabjorn, but we're probably still good because we have a 10-point final. This Skald can't be answered. So that's very good.
We serve her who is virgin.
Playing the
mother
cards
and
feel
crow.
different. Also, we're playing into playing Warcryer here too, so it's I don't think we can lose this game.
Poison beaks like a poisoned arrowhead.
Sailed into troubled waters, mate.
This is the first game we had on red coin,
Yes, I'll get three.
by the way. This is probably the Hjalmar play. Well, no. Hjalmar has one more turn, maybe. No, I think I need to play Hjalmar here.
1,000 thundering sea
1,000 thundering sea
devils.
devils. Let's hold on to Croc at this point, just because it may matter.
Gods are blowing fair winds today.
Modern Freya is patient, but she brooks no insult.
Loot! Loot!
Loot! Loot! Yeah, we want the final ping to be with Wild Boar, which will be the last thing. Maybe I should have pinged last turn. I should have pinged last turn. Well, I'd hate to win this by a margin, a small margin. And I may do that, but... So, like, it could be like Lugos Hemdall? Gremist.
Ain't nothing better today.
I mean, the last card could be an alchemy card, I suppose. It could be. But I don't know. There is no other, like, easier way to do that. He's just not playing very much. It's Morkvarg. Okay. Wow, this is a close one, actually. This ended up being a close one. Old shame. It's kind of like having Svanriga as a finisher, but like not needing to meet any conditions at all. I don't know. Who thinks Skald is balanced? Bring it home, buddy. Who thinks Skald is balanced? I don't think he's too strong. Birna looked really good there too. Moving mic.
We've hammered enough. Let's get to work.
All right, new Call of Harmony. Let's see what's going on here with the Unshade Saber. Okay, so Wild Boar. We have Hjalmar and Wild Boar and Triss, so we could easily put both of those away with Mata in hand, I think. Or like we keep Wild Boar of the Sea, so Hjalmar is drawn, and we put this away and we put this away. Beautiful, beautiful hand. I mean, it'd be better if we had Birna, but we're probably gonna flow into this here. Flow into this with 5-point removal. Yeah, the fact that we can ping and kill is also awesome. This is a control deck. I'm down with this control deck right now. Feeling it. I will say that the two Freyas in my hand are awful. I'm not on pro rank, Ponytail. That's why it's not hidden. It's only pro rank. Only pro rank.
Dance! Dance! Dance with me, death!
That means I can still get ghosted all day long because I'm not in pro rank. So that's good for me, right? No ghosting protection for your boy McBeard. He would have been useless if I hadn't had last say, but I did have last say. And he's not useless. He's a 10-point bullet for Hjalmar. One day, I mean, I'm not opposed to it. It's just, actually, I could end up rezzing the Heime Skald to keep thinning. I just realized. All right, let's just play Morkvarg then.
Don't you pester me.
I mean, no, we play the skirmisher, right?
Would like some overseas plundering in springtime.
This seems like it's just a legit package to include now. If you discard the skirmisher, does it not activate traps? Well, the Skald would. I love it. I can just keep killing this stuff. So I can actually, but I'll kill this first. But I can actually now resurrect the Skald to get the other stuff out of my. This is so good, right? We are in the driver's seat here, I think. The Freyas are just utility spells. Like these aren't just these are just like to annoy, like while we crush with our good cards later. Oh.
Bow before moderate prayer.
Hey, listen here. Listen well. Don't get in the way of the axe.
Don't get in the way of me axe. Me axe! Crack and eat me, ghoulies. Crack and eat me. What do we hear? Yes, please keep killing my Skald. I actually would love to res it one more time. That would be fine with me. I think we want to play up here always because the bowmen are probably very prevalent now. So the bowman will always kill an engine at 3 in the back. Ooh, Moran, okay.
Mother will be proud. Music marries cultures, connects folk to one
It makes folk to one another. Just a riot officer, huh? I think I pass. I think I pass. But I think I'm pretty satisfied with my hand. Pincer maneuver, yeah, they lost a lot. They lost 8 provisions in the Radia version of that deck. 8 provisions were lost in that deck. That's like realistically, like within around 8. 8 were gone from mine, but I think I had like a fairly competitive list somewhere in there. Okay.
This is elven land, upon which your kind dies.
Cast off your arms, then we'll talk. We will take back what was stolen.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the Gwent I remember. Taking Avalok out of my hand was a bad idea. I can safely say that.
We shall do it my way.
Okay. Revenge of the ship. Hopefully. Mulliganing Alvalock was a bad... if I just had rain ticking on this board, I'd be able to wipe it out with the ship, right?
Come on! Who's first? 1,103 devils!
I think we actually have a lot of reach in this game still, and we don't lose... Let us not despair. Let us not despair.
Death to Old One! Loot! Loot!
I mean, that's a lot of control at this point. Does he still have something that kills this? Mullane, I suppose he could have. Dwarven Skern.
Never had your kneecap broken.
What's up, Elsh? I never know how to pronounce your name. Engage sword. Wow. Ain't that something? It won't even proc though.
For the kill! Damn it all.
We serve her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
He sure is playing a lot of stuff. I kind of just want to beat him here. Ooh. Okay, so let's just count this up here. So, Wild Boar of the Sea. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. It has to be enough, right? It's enough? It's enough, right? Woo! Splish splash, baby. We're going to the water park. Oh, is it a tie game? Oh, forfeit. Okay. I'm like, why was that over? Yo, he just went crazy. It's the Elven Pool Party. He played so many points. He was just like, haha, I'm gonna smash your face in with my elves.
This is not a virtue I am known to have.
That was a splish splash. Nilfgaard. So Hjalmar, we definitely want, we need to be able to kill all those dangerous Nilfgaard cards. But Hjalmar is still always for later. So it's going to be a little bit harder to get our Bloodthirst, but not that much harder. The list is on the... oh yeah, you can't do that anymore with Gwent Observers. Okay.
Got sand on it.
There's it, huh? That is hilarity. Just need one thing to be damaged, I guess. Can't really do anything but the Magni. King Cobra. Look at you. The seasonal border? Oh, this is the old seasonal border. You can't even get this one. The new one doesn't have the champagne. The champagne. Oh, Ishi. Got it. Ishi.
Of Skellige.
One would like some
Yeah.
plundering in springtime.
Yeah, old school. Old school. So good. Birna, welcome back to the game, Birna.
My reason to travel, I mean.
Don't you pester me.
Oh, yeah, we pass here.
Lead the loathling dogs until they beg for mercy.
Little passeroni here. The new border from this season? Yeah, the new season looks good, right? It looks good. The border that I have is from last year, yeah. That guy's gonna complain on Reddit? Well, that's why we gotta play it now. Before people hate it yet. People hate it yet. People hate it later. So we don't need to discard stuff anymore, right? So we can just put the Skald away for another day. Now we're just trying to find our good cards. Let's see if this guy's going to try and test me. Seasonal Savage?
With me, you'll forget your sorrows.
Oh, my raiding fleet is dead. Maybe raiding fleet didn't need to stay in this deck. But maybe that's okay, because I can just play a Heimei Skald and discard it. "24 kegs, only one legendary." You're trying to find the Wild Boar? So I'm getting bled. That's fun. I think I'm just gonna kill this here. Oh, you only got Wild Boar. Got it. Got it. Well, pretty strong card now, I gotta say. Pretty strong. It was arguably, like, it was playable, arguably. Getting Slash to kill this, probably.
One more.
At last.
I don't know what my opponent's strat is here. I wonder. Lockdown or Enslave? I always like Enslave. I think Lockdown is much harder to play now that Radia got nerfed. No, I want to save the removal. We'll play Donar here. Boom, bam. Now we're ahead, and that feels excellent. So what is the big play here? And that big play would have to stand up to Hjalmar. Silenlorn, thanks so much for the Twitch Prime sub. Great to have you. And you got me an emote too. So thanks for the love snooze. You guys know I love a nap. I love a good nap.
And crone.
As long as we have an engine on the board that is not immediately threatened with toxicity, I'm comfortable. No Vabjorn though, so if he hits me with a Tibor or something. Although Tibor could pull Skald out, which is funny. If he tries to do Tibor or tries to do Vilgefortz, Skald could be like, "Hey, I'm 10 points now." Remember? Ooh, Radia. Wow, still Radia lockdown.
Special item I have. A surprise.
Oh man, I really need to draw. Well, I mean, still hit for 5 with this. This is slow. This is slow.
Hey, listen here. Listen well.
Everybody wants to 2-0 McBeard today. Enslave for seasonal. Oh yes, yes. Watch skill.
Mistake stars reflected in a pond.
Not quite skill. Not quite skill. Okay. Tibor, however, show me Tibor. Show me Tibor and then show me Skell. Show me a 3-point finisher. So we get to hold on to Wild Boar of the Sea, but do we want to? I actually don't think we want to. Just because we don't have leader ability, and it's not really going to be a long round for us, so we don't want to hold on to it. Splish, splash. So we don't have last say. We don't have leader. 1 sub equals 1 sob. I feel like I maybe could have played... Yeah, Skell protection. I feel like... I wish I... Mata makes for a longer round. Okay, so what's the deck look like? We have skill in hand. So Vabjorn is drawn from Mata. But I want the Corsair because I'm not going to be able to. I don't know if I'll be able to trigger this. Yeah. Okay. Look how look at our deck. 3 cards left. That's consistent. That's consistent.
This dance, you will never forget.
So Corsair allows Vabjorn to work. Hjalmar can kill something at 5, like this guy.
Excellent. I hoped for this.
After all that, this seems like an interesting pick. A thousand thunder and sea devils. Swears. Whoopsie.
And the best kept on a short lead. Sailed into trouble.
I guess it's better that he stole that and not this. He was always going to steal one of them. Diviner.
I divined this move from the spiral's ends.
Okay, so 5 damage. Do you think he just has like an assassination? Would he have actually kept a 5 ping? A 5 ping. I win on brute strength. I mean, I can proc the bleed. Oh no, I can never proc the bleed. I have to play Vabjorn here because I can't damage anything anymore. Fangs of the Empire. Oh boy. Yeah, I think I do win on pure brute strength. He needs 11 points. Yenvo. Oh, the bleed was the difference maker. Yo, that's what you get. You punks who try to bleed me, that's what you get. That was a good game. People just want to push me.